going to go ahead and get started. Again, my name is Dawn Olszewski with DOstamping with Dawn.com, and I'm here with another How'd You Do That video. So, everything is Rosy Product Medley. Oh my gosh. You know what? I wasn't going to get it. I mean, it's super cute, but I'm kind of like, I have a lot of flowers, but I couldn't resist. And I'm so glad that I didn't. I have no willpower at all. So I spent the weekend with my sister. We were crafting, and most of my time I spent crafting on this. So I have tons of examples. I'm going to show roughly about half of them today. And I will do another one next week, kind of more with kind of add-on products. Very little add-on products because everything comes with this. 10 products. So we're going to go through this real quick. I was surprised how it came. It came in a box. There's no writing on the box. You totally could reuse this as a gift packaging. It's a unique size, so that might be fun. So, or you could just leave it in there and give it as a gift for Mother's Day. I know. That would be awesome. All right, so let's pull everything out of here. And we'll just go through everything here. So, first of all, here's the stamp set. Love, love, love the stamp set. I like these flowers. I like the leaves. Love the greetings and the styling of the greetings. Yeah, I'm so glad I got it. So there's the stamp set. And it comes with dies. So these are the die shapes. So they cut the flowers. Let's see. I think almost all the leaves. Let's see. Oh, and it has this kind of extra piece here, which I haven't played with yet. So I'll talk more about that next time. But this is like an edgelet. So it's going to give you this kind of leafy sort of look to the edge of your card. All right? Very cool. All right. So I'm just going to stick that in there for now so it doesn't get lost. And then, let's see. Let's talk about the ribbon. Oh my gosh, I know I'm clapping, yay. I know I have a lot of shadow here today. I'm not sure why, but I'll get to the bottom of it eventually someday. So the ribbon, I'm so in love with this ribbon. I'm really glad I got it. One of my most favorite colors of Stampin' Up is Berry Burst. That's second, Berry Burst, because it's an in color. But the main color, Melon Mambo, love, love. And sometimes this kind of ruching ribbon can get a little thick. Not this one. It's nice and soft. And then this is the Night of Navy one that has that rose gold edging. Again, nice and soft. I really love these ribbons. They're 10 yards each. So that is nice. You also get these mirror embellishments. So they are shining against the light, but when they come, there's a little plastic covering. There we go. It's coming off. So you want to peel that off, and then you'll get the shine. If I can get that shiny. Yeah, but it's not going to cooperate. Ooh. A little bit here, a little bit there. That's what they look like. They're a 1/4 inch round. All right. Then you also get a rose gold. This is the shimmer paint. And I played with this a little bit. And I'm really excited to do a little bit more with it, but not today. And we'll do that next time. Excuse me. And then you guys are like, the designer series paper. So it comes in 6x6 and it comes in this packaging, which I really like. It's got a backer board in it. I can store my paper, my full sheets of paper on this side, and then I'm storing my scraps and any of my die cuts on this side. So let's talk a little bit about that. So let's see. I'm going to start with, if I can find, here it is. So this is rose gold foil. You get 8 sheets of the 6 by 6. It's really shiny. Oh, you got a picture of me. Hey, hi. And then this, you get 8 sheets of the 6 designs in this as well. So I pulled them to the top. So let's go through them. Get this out of the way. Probably my favorite is this one here, just because it's pretty and rosy and fun colors. And who would have thought to pair it with Night of Navy leaves? Yeah, I would have never have done that had this not come this way. And this is the back side. All right, and then we have a gold rose leaf image, and that's the other side. And then we have this just little cutesy, charming little paper. It reminds me of the type of dress patterns I put my daughters in. Yeah, as grown up, they now don't care for that. But as a little girl, they were so cute. And then this one. And then the back side is kind of a cutesy pink and dark pink, probably the Mel Mambo, little dots on it. And then we have this one that is kind of this marbly sort of effect on here. And the other side, actually, I really love this pattern. It's kind of cool. And then this one here. This is kind of a, I think it's Flirty Flamingo is the color of the, kind of the background of the paper. And then it has this rose gold print of flowers. And then on the back side is some stripes. So there you go. It's a heck of a deal, and I'm not even done showing you everything. I know it. So let's dig out of the rest of it out of here. All right. So you get some die cuts. So you get 2 sheets of each of the sheets that I'm going to show you here. So this one has the rose gold edging on it. So these are kind of labels that you would put greetings and such on. And then you have some rose gold, let's see, flowers. So essentially they're white and rose gold. All right, and you get 2 sheets of that. This one's kind of falling apart. You get 2 sheets of this one. Again, more labels. And really, I love that. I mean, I didn't have to reach for a piece of Whisper White to kind of put my greetings on. So I really enjoyed that. So there's actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this one in the middle is very interesting. I wonder if I have one out from my other sheet. Nope, I can't find it. But I'll bring it a little closer. Can you see where it's cut? It's got, it actually comes from here to here. So you would put your greeting in that area right there. And then this circle. Oh, I'll go ahead and punch it out. What the heck? I'm going to use it eventually. There you go. So that's an interesting shape. All right. And then it's got a couple of gold flowers on there. All right. Then the last one is already printed die cuts for us. So these were my favorite to work with. Super easy. I'm going to show you, today I'm actually going to show you some what I call quick and cute cards. I just posted on my blog today. Then we're going to move into another kind of quick and cute that uses the designer series paper, just a little cutting trick. And then we're going to do a stamping technique on the last card. So, are you ready? Yes, I'm excited. All right, so let's get started. So the first 2 are kind of basically the same card. This is what's on my blog right now. Now, this is a note card size, and this is a regular card size. And speaking of that, I am, this is, so if you're going to be crafting with this kit, which I know you are going to want to, these are some of the extra things that I'm using today. So you'll definitely want to have Melon Mambo and Night of Navy ink. All right. And then I am going to be using Balmy Blue on another one later. The note cards. I'm going to just keep this out. And then I use the Stampin' sponges, which I'll talk a little bit more about later. Adhesive, your favorite adhesives. Okay. And then I have Whisper White cardstock, Melon Mambo cardstock, and the Night of Navy cardstock. And actually I have one that I am doing with crumb cake. I know it. Can you believe it? So there's just some things to consider when you, like if you're short on one of those in your stock, you might want to add that to your order. All right. Okay. So this is basic stamping. I've stamped the flowers, and you can see that this is different variations of the shade of the Melon Mambo. So I stamped it once. Without re-inking, I stamped it again. Without re-inking, I stamped it a third time. So kind of play with kind of those different shades of the same color. You don't have to bring in other colors to get different shades of that. So that was, you know, like I say, very basic. Then I came in with this kind of a starburst in the middle. And same thing, I did, you notice I did it darker here and more a medium here and a light here. Just have a little fun. And then the little dots I came in, and lastly I filled in with the leaves. And again, you're going to see some variation on the leaves. All right. So I'm going to just do a quick stamping of that on this one, on the note card. Okay. So I have all my stuff here. We're going to start with the large flower. And using the Melon Mambo ink, just gonna, I think I'll do the dark one here and maybe a lighter one here. Okay. And that's just it. There's no rhyme or reason, just however you want to do it. I'm going to leave that out because I know I'm going to use it again. I'm going to use this one. This is that kind of starburst. And I'm going to do the full strength here. And oh, I want to stamp that one off and that there. All right. And then we're going to just go ahead and do the center of those with Night of Navy. And I'm just going to use full strength on all of them for that. All right. Okay. Then, so the way I like to do this is I like to, when I'm doing kind of a collage effect, I'd start with my larger images and work down. And because my large image is the flower, I wanted to go ahead and kind of finish the flower off. And then next I'll come in with Night of Navy. Oh, I had that here. And the leaf. Okay, let's see here. So I'm going to put one here. And normally I would say go ahead and stamp that off, but if you're a stamper, you know that if you look really close here, you can see it's lighter here and darker here because that area was coming off the page. I don't want to stamp that again without re-inking because I'll get that edge. And I don't want that edge. So I'm going to stamp here and then I'm going to stamp off fully. And then maybe we'll come in like this. Okay. Stamp off. And maybe one right here. All right. Oh yeah, that looks great. Woohoo. Now, you'll be tempted to like go, oh, something needs to be in there. And it does, but we'll just add a little something. I don't want to, you know, for me, I've learned my lessons. Don't like stamp another leaf in there because you'll be disappointed. At least I am when I do that anyways. So less is more. You can always find, you can always add if that's what you want to do. So I'm going to come in with these cute little kind of a bunch of flowers. I'm using the Melon Mambo and see how that fits in really nice. Yay, just a few of them. Oh, see now I want to add one there. Okay, it worked. All right, and we could just end right there if we wanted to add our greeting I'll go ahead and add a greeting. Sometimes I like to do my greeting first and then I stamp around my greeting, but I didn't do that this time, so. All right. I love this. This says, may your birthday be filled with pretty things. That's a nice wish, don't you think? Okay, now, some tips on the sponging. For me, I felt like I got a little heavy-handed, which I tend to do in all of my stamping and stuff. So we're going to try to do this again and with a softer touch. So I'm using my Stampin' sponges, and if you aren't familiar with them or haven't used them much, first thing I like to do is cut one in half, and then I just set that aside. And then I like to cut it in half again, and then cut it in half again. So technically we're getting eight quarters. That's not the right word. I'm using the wrong word. 8 pieces out of it, okay? So let's do this. So practice. This is what I really recommend. Practice with a light hand, okay? The more you rub in the same area, the more that it's going to be more intense. The other thing is that I like to do is just rub, like after I get the ink on there, just rub the dark to get it lighter. So yeah, see, this is the look I was going for. I got, like I say, this is a little darker. But if you pull it off, and then you can put it back on. Pull it off, back on. So, oh, now see, that's exactly what I was going for, right? So yeah, I'm happy with that. So this one was our basic card. I used one of the labels. I used the same greeting. It's on a layer, a 4 by 5 1/4 inch layer, added to a regular size card. This one is the note card size, and I love on note card sizes just to still add a layer. So my layers are 3 3/8 by 4 7/8. And so we would tie on the ribbon, add a little mirror to it, and we'd be done. How cute, right? Okay, so those are, as you can see, quick and cute. All right, let's see, what's next? All right, I'm gonna flip this over. And next, we're gonna do this trick, this little card trick. I've probably been making cards like this forever. I didn't realize they were called something. So I was at On Stage in Karen Titus, shared a little trick that she coins the Flip It cards. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that is the perfect name for these. So I'm on the bandwagon for these. So let me show you what it means. Sorry, I'm gonna keep this down. First of all, I'll show you my samples. So this uses one sheet of 4 1/4 by, 4 inch by 5 1/4. Just one sheet. So it's cut here, and this piece was flipped. That's why they're called Flip It cards. Again with this one. Same thing, this is the back side of this. So you cut it, you could cut it anywhere you want. You could cut it in half, you could cut it 2/3, 1/3, whatever you want. Just flip one of them. That's it. And yeah, this one's like one of my faves. It turned out so pretty with the label added and 2 of the flowers in this gorgeous ribbon. So I'm just gonna do one real quick, and I'll show you how easy it is. And these are the 3 patterns I haven't tried yet. So I'm going to try this one. All right. So it's already cut to 4 by 5 1/4. And I've been cut, those other ones that I cut 1 1/2 inch off. So that's what we'll do real quick here. You know, they say don't break it, don't fix it if it's not broken. So I like the idea of just doing 1 1/2 is what I did. So we have some choices here. we can flip this one and we can do our card like that, or like this, or we could do it the opposite. Oh, that's cute too. Or we could go like this. Ooh, see, we got choices. Or we could go like that. And this is, I want to do one this way. All right. So that's what we're going to do. And you know what? I think I cut my paper, right? No, I didn't. So let me grab a piece of Melon Mambo. I want to be able to put my ribbon around the card. So if I do it like this, I can't get the ribbon around. So I'm going to do it the other way, meaning I'm going to cut it 4 1/4 by 11. And then we'll just score it real quick. And we'll be set to go. All right, there we go. Okay, now I'm set to go. So these are just going to adhere on. Really, this card, the hardest thing to decide is like what patterns to have up or down. So this is going to go here. And then this is going to go here at this end. Okay, and they just match up perfectly. Yay! So let's see, where's my ribbon? I do want to do ribbon. Okay, so now if I could do a pole, I would. So we would go with, there's the blue, the navy, and well, let's get this out. And here is the pink. I'm kind of thinking navy. I know some of you are going pink, but that's okay. You can make it with pink when you get yours. So we're going to go ahead and tie this. I'm going all around around the entire card front. And I'm just going to tie this in a knot. So if you were a Girl Scout, you guys know how to tie knots, like right over left, left over right. Makes your knot nice and tight, right? There you go. All right, trim the ends. And then just trim that down just a smidge more. Okay, so I did kind of think through how I wanted to do this card. And I decided out of, so I took one of those sheets of die cuts and I punched them all out, and I was using them as I was crafting this weekend. So I haven't used this one yet. So I'm going to stamp it. I'm going to use that same one. That birthday one is just awesome. And you never can have enough birthday cards. So somewhere on my table is, here it is. Do you guys lose things? I lose things all the time, and oftentimes they're literally straight down right in front of me. Yeah. Okay, we're going to stamp that. Oh, that's so cute. Really love the text on this. Isn't that nice? Yeah, love it. Okay, now if I had a little, I should have brought that out, but that's okay. If I had a little bit of, like, what am I thinking? Oh, Whisper White Baker's Twine. That's what I'd do. I'd tie it right onto here, and how cute would that be? Whoa, I love it. So it's too bad I can't tie that on for you, but you get the idea, right? We've got lots of different flip it cards. This one, instead of cutting it in half this way, I cut this way, the long way. So there we go. Cute, cute cards. So you guys have fun making those cards. And if you'll notice on this one, the card base is balmy blue. So that's another color that really kind of matches this set. All right, one last one that I've got to show you. And this one is our stamping technique. So let me reset my things over here. And we're gonna make this card. Isn't that beautiful? So, if you've been stamping for a while, you might have heard of this technique. It's called triple time stamping. I actually did a video back in June of 2012. And it just, it's very popular. At that time, it became like huge. And this stamp set, and actually the paper pumpkin, April's paper pumpkin was an awesome flower to also do triple time stamping with. So I'm not using these colors. I'm using different colors, but these are the measurements. And when I post this card, I will post these measurements on there, or you could Google DOstamping triple time stamping, and you'll find my blog post as well as a video. I did a video on it as well. So, all right. So even though this is a technique and we're taking it up a notch, it's very easy. So I did all those measurements and I have everything pre-cut. And I've already layered one of them on here. And what I mean by layer, there's just a dab of glue under here and that layers on top. I'm going to do the same thing with the smallest piece. And you just kind of keep centering your piece. So now I have all three kind of attached together. If that makes any sense. There's 1, 2, 3. We're going to stamp all three at the same time, which is why it's called triple time stamping. You're going to stamp all three together and save so much time, but it's going to have a really cool effect. All right. So again, I am going to start with my large flower. Okay, let's see. And there are a little bit of tips for this. And one of the tips is make sure that some of your images are going over more than, like this one's getting on 2. And that one's on 2. Okay, I don't know if I could even get all 3. A larger image, you could get your image to go over all 3. Oh, look, I got it on all 3. Just... never mind, don't listen to me. All right. And I think that's good. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and fill in with our leaves with the Night of Navy. Oh, I think I used the other leaf. Let's stick with that. All right, now placement. So just have some fun trying to figure out how to place. I'm not worried that too much is going in the center because it's going to be covered up with the congratulations. So, oh, I just stamped that on my melon mambo. Oh, yeah, I know. So, you know how to clean that up? Just get a paper towel and pull up the ink in that area and then re-ink that area and you'll be good to go. I know, it happens. I have a story. I had someone when I first started stamping. Remember the color yo-yo yellow? Yeah, that's how old it is. I was doing a class and somebody stamped black in my yo-yo yellow. And of course I was new. Inside, I was horrified. Outside, I was going, oh, that's no problem. I'll fix it. Yeah, I did. I fixed it, and it worked out just fine, surprisingly enough. You know, the things that happen, it's okay. It's just stamps, inks, and paper. See, that could have thrown me for a loop, too, but I'm okay. All right, then... I should probably stop stamping or talking and just stamp, right? All right, we're going to go ahead and fill in the middle with that tiny one like I did last time. I'm stamping off for that because I want a lighter touch. And we're getting a little blue in that. Okay, and then the dots are here. See how cute this is coming together. And when it's all said and done, this is like the perfect wedding card. Oh my gosh, they'll think you are like the fabulous card maker. All right, then lastly, oh, two more things. I want to add in, I'm using another image. This is kind of a leafy image. And again, with the Melon Mambo, Stamp Off. And I'm just filling in is really what I'm doing. Oh gosh, that's cute. Where else? One more. You know the whole one more thing, right? That works just fine. Okay, and then lastly, which one is it? Is these little flowers. And I'm going to use the Balmy Blue this time with that. I'm going to set these aside so I don't accidentally stamp in them. Okay, and these are just going to be kind of scattered around in some of the white spaces. Sorry, I'm doing one more. Okay, yay, we're done with the stamping. And actually, as long as I have the ink out, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to stamp the congratulations. And where do I have that? Bear with me here. It's on my other sheet of die cuts, which should be right here. Here it is. It's right here. This one here. Now this one has these little tab endings, and I threaded the ribbon through that. Come on out. It's coming. All right. So we'll Night of Navy. Oh, right. Don't you love photopolymer? Especially for greetings. Yes, I love it. Okay, so we'll set that aside for a minute. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to peel these apart. That one's been sitting on there for a while earlier today. There we go. It's not a big deal because we're going to layer all of these, not this one, but these two with the rose gold foil. I know. That's why I keep thinking this is going to be an awesome like wedding card. But you could give it to anybody. It could be a cute little for someone who just had a baby. So let's do this. Yeah, that's the cover of my snail. I always tear them off. So it's just going to be like this in the center. We'll do the same thing on this one. Yep. And then here's the tip. And I've been known to do this, is forget that I stamp these all at the same time. Meaning they didn't get lined up right. So here we go. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put this one on first onto our card base, which is a Night of Navy. And that's 8.5 by 5.5. All right. Okay. And actually, before we do that, I'm going to use some dimensionals, which are right here. This on this one. Okay, so now it's matchy-matchy time. So that doesn't match. So it's got to match this way. So see what I did? Yeah, I've been known to put it on like this. Yes. But that's all right. It's okay. All right, so we'll just kind of match the, oh, and I did it again. Match them up. So you'll see that some of your stamping is going to be covered up, and that's fine. So if you noticed as we stamped, when you stamp on the edges, it doesn't get a clean image, and that's perfectly fine because, like I say, this layer is going to cover it up. Okay, so now I want to make sure that I am putting my greeting on in the right position. So that's why I want to lay this here just for positioning wise. And then I'm going to grab my ribbon. I'm going to thread it through those spaces and come up on the other side. Okay, then I'm only going to go around these two. So we're going to come around. I want to make sure I have enough ribbon on this side because I want to make a bow. And I'd rather have a little bit too much than not enough. So that's what I'm going to cut. And before I do my bow, I'm actually going to adhere this down. Okay. Twist that. And when I'm using dimensionals on ribbon like this, I like to do kind of a, I guess you'd call it a triangle of some sort. It looks like that. All right, we're going to go ahead and lay it down. So this is going to anchor this before I have to tie it. And for those of you who might be a little ribbon challenged, it's so much easier to tie your ribbon when something is kind of anchored down. Let's make sure I'm still in the right position. See, I wasn't. Oh my goodness. Good thing I'm checking. Okay, so that's going to go right there. And this will come around. We'll tie our bow. So we're heading down the home path here. And what do you guys think? Triple time stamping? Pretty cool, isn't it? And basically easy. It's just a few little tips that you have to remember. Sorry, I'm getting there. I don't tie many bows on videos. There. Hey, it worked. And then we'll just trim that off. Put some more dimensionals on the back here. And I'll probably be a little more generous with this, so it stays nice and exactly where I want it. So this medley, everything is Rosy Product Medley. It's new from Stampin' Up! In terms of like these medleys, and it's only available for 1 month, only while supplies last. It's $80 for all 10 of those products I showed you. And last one. So if you're in love with it like I am, you are going to want to get it early so they don't run out. All right? There we go. Voila. Yay. So that was a lot of cards. Yay, I almost forgot. Okay, so I made a masculine one. I know, how exciting. This is what it looks like. So all I did was use the leaves, and instead of triple time, I kind of doubled it instead. So I left off the top layer and just used the leaves. I used a greeting from this set. This is coming out June 4th in the new catalog. I'm so excited. Isn't this just a beautiful masculine set? Does beautiful and masculine go together? Sure it does. But I use this It's Your Day. But these are, I mean, look, being a good dad starts with being a good man. I mean, that's just an awesome saying. I love it. So I use that with the tag punch, and then this is a little from the Nature's Twine. So awesome. Love all these cards. So lots of different things. So don't say you can't make a masculine card out of it, because I think that you can. All right, so we'll review a few things here. Let's see. I have some gifts that I give to my customers when they order from me. So one is, anyone who orders from me can have the this Happiness Blooms suite. It changes every month, and this month it's Happiness Blooms. And there's 10 projects in here. It's a PDF, and you can make them for yourself. So that's one. Next one is my loyalty program. When you order from me and you spend $50 or more, for every $50 increment, you will receive a loyalty star. And when you get 10 of them, you get to redeem that with me for a stamp set or die set valued up to $28. I know, heck of a deal. You have to do that within a year's time, and then you just fill out this form and send it off to me, and I will order your free stamp set. And then at the $65 level, you would qualify for enamel glitter dots this month. So each month I have a VIP host code. You would use that with your order, and you would get this as a gift. I send a couple weeks after the end of the month. Now, if you spend $150 or more, don't use the host code. You want to keep those rewards for yourself. I will get you the gift anyways, all right? So it's under $150, and you'll want to make sure you use the host code. Now, do you have a question? Do I get all three? If I, let's say you're going to place a $150 order. Yes, you would get this. You would get 3 stars towards your program, and you would receive the glitter dots. So I hope that makes sense. And of course, with everything is Rosy, you're already at $80. If you bump your order up to 100, you'd get 2 loyalty stars. You can get a start on earning a free stamp set from me. So I hope you guys had fun and you learned a few things, maybe a few little tips. And I will be back next week to show you even more. So good night, everyone.